saw it on the way in. What happened? Yeah. Everything's okay, but this is a tower for one of these windmills, huh?
Right. This is on the Iowa, though.
Oh yeah? Well, are you shipping from here?
Huh?
Well, is it built here?
No, it's built in Oklahoma.
Oh.
This is the way they got to route us around so we can miss the bridges and stuff.
So you got it out of the ditch.
That bill.
All right, good luck.
Even industry reports say that alternative energy sources are going to take about a decade to have any impact or effect on overall U.S. consumption.
Yeah, well, when we interviewed the mayor of Louisville, he in effect told us that people are going to have to make fundamental changes to their life, whether they want to do so or not.
And then that begs the question, what about government?
Well, they're going to have to change. They've really got no choice about it.
My director of IT, she just bought a scooter, gets 92 miles to a gallon. That's the way she gets to work now. This country's going to have to focus on expanded investment in public transportation because people want to get out of their cars. But in cities like ours, and we're the 16th largest city in America, when you're talking about a city this size and you don't have the federal partnership to support expanded public transportation, when we have already taxed ourselves, citizens voted for a tax that covers our public transportation system to the tune of 60% of the cost, but we can't get the federal government to partner with us, those are the kinds of things that create the difficulties that cities are dealing with.
Why won't the federal government partner with you?
Well, because the federal government's investment in infrastructure and public transportation is based on the Public Transportation Trust Fund or the Highway Trust Fund. And the reality is both of those are funded by the gas tax. And our energy policy in this country is drive less, drive hybrid. So if you drive less and drive hybrid, you buy less gas. If you buy less gas, there's less gas tax, and therefore there's no money at the federal level if we continue the same paradigm of this is the way you fund infrastructure and this is the way you fund public transportation. So the next president is going to have to change that paradigm. He's going to have to change the way this country focuses on investing in public transportation and infrastructure.
I've had the pleasure or misfortune to work on 3 national energy plans when I worked for the federal government. Collectively, if I put them all in my fireplace and burn them, I would get more energy results out of them than if we actually
So there's no energy plan whatsoever?
I'm an engineer. A plan is a blueprint. It tells me what I'm supposed to build and how it's supposed to work. We don't have an energy plan, and all the stuff that people are talking about are not plans, they're talking about visions. The plans are going to be created at the local communities. New York City has its own problems. How is New York City going to get its water? How's it going to get its power? Well, it's going to depend on what you guys have available to you in New York City and what you can do. Here we have wood, we have coal, we have natural gas, we have a lot of energy. What we haven't done is we haven't used them to create economic development here. We've used them to keep the houses warm in New York, which we don't mind doing. We were paid well for it. What was that phrase the environmentalists used to use? They think globally and act locally. That's what we need to do with energy. You create the most energy you can with the resources you've got. You conserve the most energy you can conserve with whatever means you've got to conserve. And you keep in mind that whatever you do has some global impact, but the actual results, the plans are going to be local. We need to figure out how to become more self-sufficient. I think that's going to be part of our key to becoming energy efficient.
Obama and McCain's energy plans are basically unrealistic. They need to, it would be nice to hear them speak straight with the American people and say the problems that we have facing the country are not going to be solved within the next 4 or 5 years. This is going to be a long-term strategy, and everybody needs to do their part.
2 days from now, I will present to the Congress my energy proposals. The most important thing about these proposals is that the alternative may be a national catastrophe. We can protect ourselves from uncertain supplies by reducing our demand for oil. Cut in half the portion of U.S. oil which is imported. Use solar energy in more than 2.5 million houses. Reduce gasoline consumption. Increase our coal production. Insulate 90% of American homes and all new buildings. But our energy problem is worse tonight than it was in 1973. It's worse because more waste has occurred and more time has passed by without our planning for the future. And it'll get worse every day until we act.
Both candidates know full well the challenges facing the country right now. However, once you're 2 or 3 weeks out from Election Day, nobody wants to make a critical error or make a statement that is going to get the public unnerved. And so they're playing it very, very cautious, very, very close to the vest. You're not seeing any kinds of acts of political courage from either of these guys. And unfortunately, I think the public is a loser.